Hello everyone, good morning and welcome to our very first class on digital skills. So in this class we are going to be learning the introduction of digital skills and some digital tools that you should be aware of as a student. So sit back and enjoy, and I expect that you learn a lot from this class. So first, these are the things we are going to learn after the end of today's class: definitions of digital skills and the introduction of some digital tools. How then you'll be enlightened on how on digital skills needed to succeed in as a student, and then why you should be digitally literate, and also the importance of being digitally literate. Definitions of digital skills. Let's start with this. Digital skills are defined as a range of abilities to use digital devices, communication applications, and networks to access and manage information. In other words, you have to be digitally literate to stay relevant in this age and time. It's very important as a student. You should learn how to use basic digital tools and also be digitally literate in order to be relevant in this age and stage. A whole lot is changing, a whole lot will change. So in order for you to stay relevant, you need to be digitally literate. Students must know how to utilize online learning tools and social media platforms. Yes, it's not just about chatting and using basic social media platforms. There are a whole lot more you can do with these social media platforms, and how you can make learning more fun and easy for you as a student. So these are examples to show that you are digitally ready or digitally literate. When you understand how to use web browsers like Chrome, search engine like Google search engine, email, text, wiki, short form of or abbreviation of Wikipedia, where you can get lots of resources online. Photoshop is an app for editing, editing pictures and all, and PowerPoint for making presentations like I'm doing, video creation and editing softwares, InShot, TikTok, VidMix, Triller. All those are video creation and editing software to showcase learning. These are ways that you can learn. Then we have where you can evaluate online resources for accuracy, trustworthiness of information. It's not everything you see online that you absorb. You need to at times filter some things in order to be in order not to absorb or take in everything you see online. Third, when students can use technology to showcase their learning, different methods that students can leverage technology to showcase their learning. When students can use the websites, videos, music to enhance their learning. Yes, that is another aspect as well. Students and teachers creating online content to be utilized both in and out of the class. When students and teachers can create content online, that is using different platforms, digital tools like Microsoft Office or G Suite, in order to learn both in and out of your classroom. So you can do it on the go, even while at home, digitally, online. And then finally, when students learn beyond the classroom, that is making use of digital tools to learn further. So you can learn beyond the classroom by using Google search engine to search for whatever it is you're trying to get more information about. Then why is digital skills important? Digital skills is really important. I wouldn't want to read everything because of time, but digital skills is really important. In order to summarize what is written here, it is really important because it will help you to be very creative, to be innovative, and then to also solve problems in your communities or your societies. So it's important that you just know the aspect on which you want to be you want to major in digital, which digital skills aspect you want to major. There are a whole lot of fields, a lot of branches in digital skills. Identify the one you want to major in, and then build on that interest in order to solve problems in your society or your communities. 5 basic digital skills. First is using devices and handling information. Second, image and video editing. Third, being safe and responsible online. This is really important in order to avoid fraudsters and hackers online. Transacting using mobile apps. Creating and creating content. Documents and presentation of data. That is making use of Microsoft Office Suite and G Suite. So these are things that we're going to learn eventually while before the end of the 6 weeks program with Crystal Lens. Then these are statistics of students and the future of work around the world. So according to the World Economic Forum, 65% of children will work in new jobs type that does not exist, and 57% of jobs are at risk of automation. So a lot of jobs are going to be automated. Virtual assistants, AIs will take some people's job. So in order for you to stay relevant, you need to understand how this works and how you can plug in or adapt when this whole thing it has actually started, and more will even come in place as time goes on. Only a third of students believe they will graduate with skills and knowledge to be successful in the job market, 34%, and in the workplace, 36%. students are understanding now that they are not being taught enough, especially here in Nigeria. When they are not being taught enough, they are not being equipped enough for them to be prepared for the workplace, which is very, very, very important, that students need to on their own learn and adapt, and like just expose themselves to the relevant opportunities or relevant resources that they can get in order to be digitally literate. Just have 53% believe the job of the future, believe the major they will, sorry, just have 53% believe their major will lead to a good job. Yes, so lots of courses or lots of subjects that were being taught in school today are very, very extinct. They are no more in use. So some students are already getting scared that this is not what that we need eventually. Most schools are not being taught soft skills. They are just being taught, not even practical, everybody's being taught theoretically, which is not really useful at this time. Soft skills, practical learning are very important at this age and time. Then lastly, 34% of students believe their schools are not preparing them for success in the job market. We need to fix the bridge from education to employability. Let's give it up for Crystal Lens. Crystal Lens is doing an awesome job. That is exactly what they are trying to do right now, to bridge the gap between education and employability, to try and make you get those soft skills that will be relevant to you right from this stage. Yes, it's not, I won't say it's late, but your primary school, your secondary school your primary school didn't prepare you for this, but thankfully Crystal Lens is bringing this to you, and then we are also looking out to bringing in other young people as well, like yourself, to this platform, to learn how to be digitally literate, and also to learn soft skills that will be very useful to them in the labor market, or in an evolving workplace. Thank you very much for listening, and then we'll continue engagement on the WhatsApp group. Thank you, and enjoy the rest of your day.